merging of these two industries together in one big venue. We are back, or we are actually first time here at the SMX Convention Center, Manila, and we are back after 2 years of a little bit break. So please, for those of you, please join us up here at the main stage because I have some special guests with me. This afternoon, we're gonna talk about some blockchain technology. Alamin natin, paano ba nagsimula ang blockchain? I have the experts up here on stage with me, mamaya po yan. But meanwhile, I want you guys to please appreciate the beauty of our expositions. We have our Mechatronics Robotics over here. That is in partnership with MRSP. Siyempre, meron din tayong seminars and expositions or conferences over there at our Tech Talk. And siyempre, ang counterpart niyan at sa WOSAS, nandiyan ang ating SecuCon. And also, we do business matching. We actually match our local partners or our local exhibitors to our international exhibitors. We have our partners from Japan, Korea, from China. All of them are here at the WOCEE and WOSAS 2023. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, perfect opportunity talaga itong WOCEE and WOSAS to B2B, diba? It's a perfect opportunity to expose your business to the public. Again, I want you guys to please join us up here in front. Yes. Ay, may sineset up sila, diba? On me, because later on, I'll be introducing you to, there's gonna be a panel discussion here sa main stage natin. Sa main activity stage natin, we call this main stage the Nexus stage, wherein we do product launches. A while ago, nakita niyo si JBL nag-present ng product nila. Later on, marami pa po kayong makikita and ma-witness ng mga bagong innovations in the industry of technology and safety and security. Alright! And while we're waiting for that video, mamaya ipi-playback natin yan. There you go. Again, you're still here with us at WOCEE and WOSAS 2023, the World of Consumer Electronics Exposition and the World of Safety and Security Expositions right here at the SMX Convention Center, Manila. And at this point, allow me to introduce you to our panel speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to have them up here on stage because this technology, isa talaga to sa mga interesting part dito sa WOCEE because we get to introduce you to this technologies right now, diba? The metaverse, the AR and the VR also, and of course, the blockchain technology. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome up here on stage Ms. Janelle Barreto, Director at Hemphill Media and Company, founder of Philippine Blockchain Week. Ayan ang aabangan natin. Also joining up here on me on stage, Ms. Cheska Gonzalez, founding VP Blockchain Council of the Philippines and co-founder of the Philippine Blockchain Week. And of course, I'll be having up here on stage Mr. Daniel Robbins, the CEO at IBH Media and host of The Future, an upcoming show on CNN Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me up here on stage. Ayan, nagkantuhan tayo dito sa taas. Again, please join us here at the next stage. Again, with me here is Janelle, Cheska, and Daniel. How is your experience here at the WOCEE WOSAS? It's our first day. Kamusta? I think so. On natin siya. There. Paano ito inukuhan? Hindi ako sa ayan, singer si ma'am, alam niya na kung paano i-on. Okay,
Tanong ulit.
Go Janelle, how was your first day experience here at WOCEE 2023?
Very exciting.
Yes.
Ang daming ganap.
Yes.
You know, so it's a lot of interesting products.
Yes.
In consumer electronics, and
Correct.
we're very happy to be invited to speak here.
That's true. A lot of our partners in the industry are very much excited for our biggest comeback. Kamusta ang first day natin?
Ang dami. Meron na kaming sales agad.
Wow!
Sobrang, I think they're really interested in blockchain.
Yes.
Because they're looking at the booth and, you know, wanted to know more about the event. So
That's true. And speaking of wanting to know more about blockchain technology, later on, kukwentuhan tayo nila. But tomorrow on our Tech Talk, mas i-enhance pa namin ang learning experience nyo on blockchain technology. But first of all, we've been hearing this word blockchain. But many of us actually not aware of this word. Ano nga ba ang blockchain technology? Daniel, you may want to start on this. What is blockchain technology?
I'm gonna hand it to Jessica.
Okay,
I know
Jess.
she really wanted to answer, but maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon!
What an incredible event. Love the robotics. It's
Yes.
amazing. But Jessica really wanted to answer, so I'm gonna hand it to her.
Jessica, go.
Okay, so dadalhin ko, I'm gonna speak in Tagalog so that people would understand
Yes.
more about the blockchain technology. So blockchain is a technology. So katulad ng internet, 'di ba? Ang internet ngayon, we don't talk about it and tell people na, oh, I'm using the internet. But we tell them the website or
Yes.
alam na natin na ginagamit natin siya. And same with blockchain technology, in the future, ganun na rin siya. Ngayon lang siya pinag-uusapan kasi bago lang siya. But a blockchain technology, it means that it is immutable, non-transfer, hindi siya nawawala, hindi siya natatanggal.
It's basically like a public ledger,
It's a
diba?
public ledger.
Yes.
And hindi siya nagbubura and it's transparent so everyone can see what's happening.
Yes.
So, makaka-eliminate siya ng corruption, ng middleman.
Kasi all the informations are there, diba?
Yes. So, it's readily available for people to see. Kung ano yung ginagawa mo, nagpasa ka pa ng papel ng ano dito, ng isang
Yes.
ng pera or something, makikita nila.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
And I believe this technology was founded back in 2008, but I don't know kung sino ang founder niya. In fact, hindi rin alam.
Maraming nagka-claim.
Oo, maraming nagka-claim, diba? But, Janelle, tell me, paano ano na yung mga changes ngayon in the blockchain technology since it started back in 2008? Mas naging, na-enhance pa ba yung technology right now?
Actually, I'm the newest in this
Oh,
space. Bagong-bago ako. So I'm gonna hand it back again to Jessica to answer
tatapusin
that
ko na
question.
siya.
Yes, go!
Tapusin niya. Let her
Oo.
So, I wanted to tell people about Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3 kasi
There is, oo.
that's the most important na maintindihan nila eh. So, Web 1, it's
Web
read-only.
1?
Yun yung internet dati.
Yes.
Tapos nagbabasa ka lang.
Oo.
Yung Web 2,
Web
yun yung
2?
mga websites. Yung Web 2, yan yung mga read and write. Meaning nakaka-comment ka na, meron Facebook for example.
Yeah.
Di ba ang Facebook, pagka merong may-ari, centralized ito.
Correct.
So kunwari, yung Friendster dati, di ba nawala yun?
Oo.
So nung nawala yun, wala na lahat ng data mo. Because someone owns your data. And it's Friendster, kung sino man yun. Same as Facebook. Ngayon, ang Web3, ikaw na yung may-ari ng data mo. Decentralized.
It's yours and yours alone.
Yes.
Oo.
Ibig sabihin, yung tawag dito, dahil wala na may-ari ng data mo, hindi na siya, kunwari, pagsara, ikaw na yung may kasalanan nun, may mali kang na-send, ikaw na yung may ano.
Yeah.
So may mga bagong technology tayo na ikaw na yung magmamay-ari ng data mo. At pag yung data mo na to, pwede mo na to ibenta sa mga pharmaceuticals, sa mga kailangan ng may mga database na hihingi. And that's the difference between Web 1, Web 2,
Web 2 and Web 3. Ladies and gentlemen,
Pinaka 101. So for
Yes.
people who are new in this technology, who don't really understand what Web3 is, we hear about it, pero we don't know what it is. How she explained it, that's the 101 version. How we moved from
That's
Web
the
1 to
easiest
Web 2
version, no?
and Web 3.
In
And it also
layman's
explains kasi how significant it is to the user, to the creator. You know, everybody's a creator, everybody owns data.
Yeah.
But in Web 2 kasi, somebody else owns it. The big
That's
conglomerate, the
true.
big Amazons and the Googles and the
Google,
Facebooks, they
Facebook.
own your data.
They own your data.
So that's why it's so important now that we learn
That's true.
how to, how to be in this space.
Yes. And Janelle, you mentioned na 1 year ka pa lang nag-start with blockchain technology.
Yes.
Can you guys tell us about your journey? How did it all started?
Okay. Of course, since it's a new technology,
Yeah.
that's the nice thing about it, no? I mean, nobody can really claim to be an expert and way ahead of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too late for everybody to start. Nobody has to be worried that, oh, I'm too old for this, to
Yes.
learn
I think as long as you're
something new.
eager to learn, to
Right?
understand the technology.
Yeah, so especially in this space, it means a lot to us. Kasi where I'm at is actually I'm more of a Web 2 person.
Yeah.
So in digital marketing, that's where I am. So I actually witnessed the transformation from Web 1 to Web 2
To Web
because I
2.
was in media,
Yeah.
publishing,
Yeah.
advertising.
Yeah.
So that's where I witnessed that kind of transformation.
Yes.
So now that we're in the cusp of also transforming from Web 2 to Web 3, you know, it's a very interesting and exciting time. And
Yes.
you know, I felt like last year, if you ask me, of course I've heard blockchain, of course I've heard it, but I didn't really care so much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stigma attached to blockchain and crypto, and you just shut my ears, and I don't want to
It's
talk about
overwhelming
that.
sometimes,
So that was me last
Yeah.
year. But then, you know, when you really learn, because I attended, because I was part of the Philippine Blockchain
Yeah.
Week last year, which was our pilot
Wow.
event.
Uh-huh.
You get to talk to a lot of people, you get immersed
Who
in
share
this
the same experience,
community.
in the same community.
Yeah, and you realize it's here.
Yes.
It's the
And
now.
it's here to stay.
Yeah, and it's not the future anymore, it's
That's
here.
true.
So yun, so that was my journey into Web3, and now I'm kind of, you know, to actually be on this stage talking
Wow,
about it.
what an amazing
It's
experience.
like, wow, you're
Janelle.
1 year old, and
I know.
I consider myself, you know, to be
Yes.
not a thought leader, but of course, you know, a pioneer somewhat, and I'm able to talk about it to
Yeah.
people who don't know about it, for them to be interested enough to learn more.
Yes, and you were able to adopt the change. No, change is inevitable. Now, Dan, tell me about your upcoming show, The Future. Ayan, I believe you have an upcoming show in CNN Philippines. Now, tell us about your journey in blockchain, and then to be sunod yung kwento mo about your upcoming show.
Yeah, so like what Janelle said, you can take the time to learn, ask
Yeah.
questions. You don't have to be an expert. It can be scary. Back in 2016, a friend of mine sat me next to a fire, a few of us, and said, "This is blockchain." I didn't understand any of it. Then he told me about crypto and told me to buy crypto. I did. I lost a lot of money.
Yeah,
So
actually, that's the stigma about blockchain and crypto. There's actually a bad
Yes.
stigma about it.
So part of that
How
was...
do you guys manage that?
Well, so what happened for me, I didn't want anything to do with it for years.
Uh-oh.
And then in 2021, the rise of NFT and people wanted to learn more, so that's when we started diving in around asking people that what is it, what's going on, and that leads us to today, why we're launching the show, The Future. We
Yes.
really feel that people here in the Philippines need to hear from global people, just like at Philippine Blockchain Week,
Yes.
bringing in these experts from around the world to share here so people here can get involved now.
We are so glad of these pioneers in the industry because they share the same knowledge and they share their expertise in the field, diba? Because like me, I don't have any knowledge in this field, diba? And thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. You guys are here with us at the next stage. Joining me up here on stage is none other than the team behind the upcoming event, Philippine Blockchain Week. I'm joined by the beautiful Janella. Yes, and Jessica and Dan over here. Now we've mentioned about the upcoming Philippine Blockchain Week. Kwentuhan mo naman kami dyan, Jessica. Who wants to talk about the upcoming event?
Okay, so we're really excited about the event because last year we piloted the Philippine Blockchain Week.
Wow, so this is like a baby. Pangalawang year
Yes,
pa lang
super.
yan.
Second year pa lang. So all over the world, there's already already blockchain weeks, no?
Yes.
Existing 5 years, 6 years.
Mhm.
Korea, Dubai, in the US, Europe, they have the blockchain weeks. And you know, we figured because actually yung latag dito is that the Philippines as a country, right? You know, we're a population of 110 million.
Yes.
And of 110 million, we have 156 registered cell phone users. So what does that tell you? It tells you that there are more people owning phones than there are the population, right?
True.
So, and also we have, and that actually earned us the tag text capital of the world.
Yes.
So the Philippines was the text capital of the world.
Yes.
And then when we came to social media, we were also known as the social media capital of the world.
Yes. We already have that backdrop and platform, diba?
Correct.
We all know about this technology.
Exactly.
Facebook, yung mga
Right.
ganyan.
So aside from
I
that-
think it's gonna be easy. It's just easy for the Filipinos to understand this technology
Correct.
talaga.
Yun na nga, that's what we're actually about, no?
Yes.
The technology adoption in the Philippines is very high because Filipinos are tech savvy, very tech
Yes.
savvy. We have a very young median age, 26 years old.
Yeah.
So ngayon na pumapasok tayo sa Web3, sa age of the blockchain, right?
Yes.
So all of these technologies are easily adopted also by the
Yes.
Filipinos. So tuloy, we become a very prime market for emerging technologies
From
like
all over the
blockchain.
world.
So we're very much on target. So we felt that we really had to put up this Philippine Blockchain Week, the significance of that to the country and how it's going to impact. So, Cheska.
Beautiful! Sige, Cheska, kailan pa magaganap ang Philippine Blockchain Week? When is this gonna happen?
So it's going to happen on September 19 to 21.
Wow, that's gonna be next month. How long is the preparation for you guys to do this event?
Last year, we had only like 5 months to the event.
Wow.
But thankfully, the reception was really good, and because of that, we have this event for the
Yes.
second one. And yung mga tao talaga, I think we are parang hungry for more international conferences in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Because we're partnered with Department of Tourism, Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Information Communications Technology.
That's so amazing to learn that our government institution, the LGUs, are supporting us as well.
Very much so.
Yes.
And because of that, I think that's where you see that, Philippines is very welcoming in terms of the blockchain technology.
Yeah.
And ang nakakatuwa kasi ang sarap dalhin ng ibang bansa at ibang businesses from other countries to the Philippines and not the other way around.
That's
Because we're always
true.
doing it. Like here we have the
Yes.
most number of OFWs and tayo nagpapasok ng pera sa kanila.
Yeah.
And I mean, mas masarap na tayo naman yung nandito naman papasok yung pera
Yes.
sa atin. So yeah, I think it's more of that. And at the same time, we have several events na nandoon na kakaiba. Like for example,
Wow, ano pa yan?
Michael Cinco, we're going to bring Michael Cinco to the Philippines.
Wow.
So if you don't
For
know,
people who don't know who Michael Cinco
Yeah.
is, he's the most famous Filipino fashion
Fashion
designer
designer.
in the world. He's gone global. He dresses royalty, dresses J-Lo and Lady
Is he
Gaga
going
and
blockchain
Beyonce.
also?
yes, so
Yes.
now what we did was we proposed to him fashion meets blockchain.
Wow.
Parang gusto namin ipakita sa mundo na it's not just about, na nakakatakot. Pwede siya sa kahit anong industry. And because of that, it's actually showing the authentication of yung mga gowns niya. And ibebenta niya mismo yung mga gowns niya dito with a digital counterpart. And it's going to be the first metaverse fashion gala in the Philippines. So, habang nangyayari siya sa metaverse.
Wow.
Isa pa lang yun. So, marami
Interesting.
nangyayari. Meron kaming gaming, because there's also Web3 gaming.
Yeah.
So, may mga gaming with Tier 1 Entertainment, mga cosplayers,
Yes.
streamers, gamers. So, parang sobrang
There's another whole new world, ha?
Yes,
Oo.
na bagong matatap ng ng tech.
Yes.
And everything na kahit security, especially. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there's something for everyone in the event. So
Yeah.
people who want to learn about blockchain, there's the conference. Then of course there's an expo where you can
Yeah.
get immersed in the experience, the technology. And then of course there's the gaming, and then there's the Michael Cinco Gala. There are parties, there are events. So
Amazing. This is so
just a lot-
exciting.
Yeah, really
Saan
exciting.
ito? Where is this gonna happen?
It's gonna happen at the Marriott Grand Ballroom.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a 4-story event place in Newport World Resort.
Wow. So there's also an exhibit, a conference, all at the same time in one big venue. Ladies and gentlemen, please join them at the Philippine Blockchain Week where they can buy tickets.
We have a website, pbw.ph, so very easy to
Yeah.
remember. So please go to our website and just inquire there about tickets.
Yes.
And
I think let's check out if the video is ready. Parang hindi pa yata. But later on, I'll be promising you later on, I will be showing you the video of the upcoming Philippine Blockchain Week. But I want to know more. You think, Cheska, Janelle, and Dan, the Philippines is ready for a cashless society? Okay, Dan. Since you're launching the show, The Future, you think we're ready? The Filipinos are ready for a cashless society? Just like what they're doing now in China, in the US,
Yeah, I think it's this is one of the most important times in our lifetimes. This is going to be incredible. Everything is going to change, and like they're talking about blockchain and fintech, digital banking. There's a lot of things.
True.
The Philippines, I was hearing some stats yesterday. It's around 50% of the people are unbanked, which is a lot. That's 50,
a lot.
60 million people that don't have a bank account. They can't pay through, they're only paying cash, which means they can't do e-commerce, or there's a lot of things they're going to miss out on. You also have thousands of islands, so I think there's a lot of complexities.
How do we reach this marginalized sectors in the country? I'm not sure if you guys can answer this, but there's a lot of areas where we cannot reach technology. But how would they understand it? How can we reach these people? Yeah.
Actually, for me, it's not hard because when I talked about how Filipinos are, I'm talking about grassroots, people from the grassroots using mobile phones, having 2 mobile phones.
Yeah.
So, when banks, a big problem here is financial inclusion, right? So a lot of the marginalized, right, don't have bank accounts and everything, but they have cell phones. So they have cell phones. So, GCash is big for them, and all of these online paying and cashless. You did ask about cashless. So reaching them through technology is not. It is actually the way to go.
Diba?
That because they are
As you mentioned kanina, meron na tayong
gusto
platform
nga nila yun eh. They
I know.
They
Yes.
prefer online banking. They prefer like this than actually showing up in a bank, feeling that they're in chinelas and they don't want to go in. So I think it's not difficult, especially to our.
Yes, Jessica, you want to say something?
Adding to that, for example, sa blockchain, there's also called, like, for example, a bank for the unbanked. May mga ganon eh. So, kasi di ba you own your data na nga. So,
Yes.
hindi na kailangan, because with banks, you need to apply, kailangan may work ka, kailangan kompleto, ganyan. In Web3, hindi na siya ganon eh. So, yun yung pinupush talaga ng blockchain technology. Yung mga companies na nandito sa Web3. So, for bank for the unbanked usually. So, reaching that technology level, I think it's easy for the Filipinos. I think it's the rise of Axie, for example. Doon pa lang eh. Yung basta may pagkakakitaan, nasa cellphone lang. Tapos,
Even the
reach mo
toddlers
sila
that time,
agad eh.
diba? They were so interested about that platform also. Now, coming back to that, I'm not sure if you answered already my question. Do you think we're ready for a cashless society, Philippines?
Who am I to say if you're ready?
Yeah.
But I think people are laying down the foundation to be able to make it happen. But one important aspect is education. And things like Philippine Blockchain Week are super important, absolutely critical to reach the masses, to understand what is possible. And that's why one reason we're doing the show, The Future, with my co-hosts Kate and Jared, because we want to educate, we want to get information out there to the world. So I think with events, with shows, with things like this, your stage here, it's critical.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge to all of us here in the Philippines. Now, my last question. Going back to my last couple of questions. What would be your piece of advice to someone who would want to invest in cryptocurrency?
Educate yourself. Magbasa kayo.
Magbasa.
I think crypto or not crypto, sinasabi nila baka scam or something. Kahit naman hindi crypto, nasa scam ka pa din. Diba? I mean, so it's not about crypto alone.
Yes.
So kailangan magbasa kayo kung ano yung papasukin nyo.
I think all of these platforms, meron silang green book or something, where you can actually see all the details of that platform also,
Yeah.
diba?
And yun nga, huwag kayo basta maglalabas ng pera.
Yes.
Especially if hindi naman kayo sigurado. But, pag talagang sure na kayo, that's the time. And don't, huwag kayo mabubulag sa parang fast money. Na parang merong may promises na times 20, times 30, or whatever. Siguro pag ganon, pag it's too good to be true, maybe it's really too
That's
good
true.
to be true.
There's always risk.
Yes.
In everything, there's always risk.
Yes. And as mentioned, last question, going back to my question kanina, since we talk about the blockchain, why should we care about this technology? Yes. Dan, maybe? Why should we care about blockchain?
Well, blockchain solves a lot of issues, a lot of problems, from all the way from there could be some government issues, there could be some personal issues, there could be some company issues. This is just speaking from the world. There's a lot of things that blockchain has been found to solve or streamline, make efficiency, security. There's a lot of issues we're going to do. Data privacy. Blockchain may be able to solve some of these, which are going to impact everyone here. Like you also talked about finance. There's so many things that we need to know about before it happens. And I think one issue, like we're seeing with AI, if you don't learn about it and don't understand it, you don't have to be an expert. There's a high probability you will be left behind.
We don't want to left behind.
You don't want to lose your job.
I know, yeah.
You don't. There's things you don't want someone else that comes in that knows, and they get a higher position than you, make more money than you. I think if you can just learn, you'll be better off in the future.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, why should you care? Because, like Dan said, it's already here. You don't want to be left behind. If you don't adapt, then you die.
That's true.
But it's already touching on, kasi dati, when you talk about new technologies like this, you think it's only for the people who are in tech, who are savvy about it, who are in a certain industry. When in fact, it's starting to touch on industries that we care about, diba? Fashion, music,
Like government
entertainment,
sectors, diba?
all of these things that you do on a daily basis. The regular Filipino doesn't know it, but they're already using blockchain.
Yes.
Gamers, people who are gaming, they think, and people who are paying, paying through, whatever, directly using some platforms. They don't know they're using blockchain, but they are. So they should learn about it so they know how it would benefit them. How it would benefit them.
That's beautiful, Jessica.
Ako, ito yung pinaka-sample na kailangan nyo. Like, meron kami last year na exhibitor. It's called Meta Farms.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're here.
and they're here.
Yes.
And they're here. So,
Yes, they're one of the alumni of the final pitch.
Final
Just
pitch.
thank you guys.
it's because of the Philippine blockchain.
I know,
It's because,
yes.
It's because, so anyway, so this project is actually helping farmers, real farmers. It's a digital game. It's a game, but it's literally helping the farmers and selling the crops. For example, you buy an NFT and then you buy a digital collectible, and that digital collectible is actually you own then yung kunwari may piggery,
Correct.
part ng farm.
Oo.
Totoo, kumbaga digital, merong physical and digital counterpart. So, this alone, na tumutulong sa mga farmers, then they should care. Ibig ko sabihin, sila mismo, they get money from that, from the game, and from the VCs, yung mga investor, as a, what you call this, crypto. So these farmers are actually, they're really, it's USDT. It's they're getting payment through crypto. So just imagine, yung
Farmers are very much open,
they
diba?
now care about blockchain
Yes.
because it gives them additional income. It actually helps them in terms of the data. Kunwari yung data na sasabihin nila, mas maganda yung ganitong tubig, yung dami ng tubig yung ganito yung lalagay mo dito ng fertilizer. And it's data driven. So, mas makakatulong siya sa businesses, sa mga normal na tao na walang naiintindihan sa blockchain, with or without you knowing you're actually using it already. So that is why people should care about
And
blockchain.
yes, that is so true. Thank you so much for sharing. That is why we really should care. Even the farmers are now getting into this industry, diba? And yes, you are still here with us at the next stage. I am joined here with me by my beautiful team here. We have Jessica, Janelle, and Dan, the organizers of the upcoming Philippine Blockchain Week. But before I ended up this show and wrap up everything, please visit all the booth here at the WOCEE and WOSAS 2023. Isa lang po sila Jessica and Janelle and Dan so ng exhibitors natin. There's a lot more here. I think there's 300 plus exhibitors here from our local and international partners and stakeholders. Please also visit our activities and highlights. Again, please invite everybody at the upcoming Philippine Blockchain Week. Janelle?
Yes, I would like to invite everybody to come to the Philippine Blockchain Week in September 19th to the 21st. There's a lot of exciting things in store. And as we all mentioned, it's so important, so very important for everybody to learn about this technology. And this is where we bring all the the thought leadership from all over the world. This is the only place where you will get all of this immersion learnings in one place. So please don't miss out the opportunity. Our tickets go for as low as $25. We're at 40% off right
That is
now.
so affordable,
So
diba?
don't miss out the opportunity and go to
And
our
how
website.
many speakers are we expecting here?
About 100.
Wow,
We had 140
imagine.
before. We had 140 last year, so
Oh.
about the same.
Wow, that
Mostly
is so
international.
exciting to hear. Again, the Philippine Blockchain Week coming up this September at the Marriott Grand Ballroom at the resort's Newport area. So please come and visit them. Buy your tickets at your website.
Yes, pbw.ph. Please visit us there, and there are
Yes.
still early bird rates.
Yes, as mentioned sa inyo, Dan, Cheska, and Janelle, may playback ako dyan mamaya na video about the Philippine Blockchain Week. But thank you so much for joining us here at the next stage. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Cheska, Janelle, and Dan. Please visit their booth over there. Malapit lang sila dyan. Okay? Thank you so much. And later on, babalik pa po yung mga partners natin here at the next stage. Thank you.
Thank you.